Welcome to our lesson about creating blocks. Right now, I'm in an architectural drawing. Let's click on the Application button, scroll to Drawing Utilities, and scroll up to Units. As you see, under Type, I've got Architectural selected. That also means that we're working in the imperial format in feet and inches, with 1 inch as our default unit of measurement. We're going to learn more about drawing units later in this course. For now, let's cancel out of the Drawing Units window. Here's the symbol for a tree. Let's select the tree and hover over this handle. You see that it is 12 feet in diameter. Let's right-click in blank space, scroll to Deselect All. Now let's say I want more than one instance of this tree in my drawing, in fact a few instances. Instead of creating the tree each time from scratch, I'm going to save it as what's known as a block. Once I've created the block, I can pull it in as needed. We create blocks from the Insert tab. Now click on Create Block. The block definition window opens. First thing to do is name our block. Make it descriptive. I'm going to call it Evergreen Tree. Now we're going to pick a base point. Click on Pick Point. We go to Model Space. Let's select the center as the base point. Now we select the objects to include. Window Select, right-click to finish the selection, and we return to the definition window. We've got a preview now next to the name field. Now I choose whether to retain the original object, convert to a block, or delete. I'm going to keep. If you think you might need to explode the block into its original geometry later on, check Allow Exploding. Let's click OK, and our block is created. Let's insert the block now. Click on Insert. The Insert window opens with our block pre-selected since it's the only one we've created so far. First, we specify the insertion point. I'll leave Specify On-Screen checked. If you want the block to remain a single entity, leave Explode unchecked. In the middle section, we can set scaling parameters. A 1:1 scale is good for now, but we'll learn how to change this later on. Angle not applicable in our case, so let's leave it 0, and let's click OK. Now we left-click in the drawing area to place the block. Let's insert again. Insertion point, specify on screen. Okay, let's talk about the scale now. Let me check Uniform Scale. Our original tree is 12 feet in diameter, as you might remember. Now let's say I need another tree that's 9 feet in diameter. What I'm going to do is enter a scale value of 0.75 or 3/4, and that's equal to 9 feet. So that's a pretty simple scaling operation. We're ready to click OK. Let's left-click to place the new tree. Our original tree, 12 feet in diameter, is actually not very convenient for rescaling. Let's rescale down to 1 foot. Window Select, right-click, and scroll down to Scale. Let's specify the base point. Now let's enter the scale value of 1/12. Enter. And here is our revised tree with a diameter of 1 foot. Right-click, deselect all. Let's create another block now. Create block. I'm going to call it Deciduous Tree. Deciduous. Make it a capital D. Now let's pick a base point. Let's choose the center of the circle. Now we select the objects to include. Window Select, right-click to finish the selection, and we're back in the definition window. This time I'm going to delete the original geometry. Let's uncheck Allow Exploding. And let's check Scale Uniformly. Click OK. And we're ready to insert our block. From the drop-down menu, let's select Deciduous Tree. Notice that the Explode and Uniform Scale options are not available right now. Let's insert a 10-foot tree, so we'll scale it by 10. OK. And let's left-click to place it in the drawing area. Let's insert another tree. This time I'll specify the scale factor on screen. Click OK. Let's left-click to place the block here. We'll make the scale factor 8 and press Enter. And here's our 8-foot tree. We can simply select and reposition our tree. We can right-click and select Copy. Each subsequent left click while the Copy tool is active places another copy. Right-click and Enter to close the tool. And this concludes our lesson about creating blocks.